Every day, thousands of people hit the road heading towards their dreams. But sometimes those dreams collide with a harsh reality. Auto accidents with 18-wheelers can change lives in an instant. That's why you need the experience and expertise of St. Martin & Bork. With over 50 years of experience, St. Martin & Bork have fought for justice for the victims of truck accidents.
If you've been in a wreck with an 18-wheeler, know your rights.
Call St. Martin & Bork today to schedule your free consultation.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Bayou Time. Harry McCullough here. We're going to check in with the Lafourche Parish Sheriff's Office and Captain Brennan Mathern. Talk a little bit more about this time of year, but I guess all times of year, you got to worry about scams. And recently, there's always kind of waves of things that go around, and I guess you always need to stay on top of it, right, Brennan? And it's never. I guess it's not even seasonal, right? It's things can happen all the time, but they can use different seasons to get you in trouble with scams.
Yeah, no doubt about it. When we see towards the end of the year and even into the early part of the coming year, we will see the scams pick up, and it's just because people are more prone to spend money during those times. As the holidays are approaching, people tend to be more generous, and scammers understand this, so they tend to strike at those times, and they might just use different tactics depending on the time of year. So they might be more talking about trying to con you into a donation. They're going to pick up on the scam certainly in the early part of the year when people are getting their tax returns and things like that. But you're right. All times of the year, those scammers are active. And what we've seen lately in the last few weeks, we've seen an uptick in the people actually impersonating police officers and trying to scam you out of money. So not just us here in Lafourche Parish, but certainly probably in Terrebonne and really all over the country. If you just search for sheriff and scam or police and scam on Facebook or Twitter, you're bound to see almost every agency going through this issue. And that is to say that people are calling and saying that they have an active arrest warrant and asking you to send money to take care of that arrest warrant. And in our case, they're actually impersonating myself, our Chief Deputy Roy Groh. We haven't heard it yet, but I'm sure that some people eventually are going to impersonate Sheriff Weber. But in any event, what I can tell you is I can promise you that myself, Chief Groh, Sheriff Weber, in fact, no one at the Sheriff's Office is ever going to call you and let you know that you have an arrest warrant and tell you that you need to take care of it or demand money in any way, shape, or form. The bottom line is if you have those obligations, you have those obligations. And if you have an arrest warrant, you can look that up online on our website or on our app. So there's no need for us to call you and let us know. You probably already know about it. And if you have a ticket or some type of fine that you haven't paid, again, you should know about that. If a warrant has been issued, you would know about that. But you can always call our office to be sure. There is no reason that you need to stay on that phone and give them any money as far as those scammers are concerned.
And most of my arrest warrants have been by registered letter. No,
right.
I'm just kidding. I have had to testify a few times. But anyway, but usually, yeah, somebody from the sheriff's office will give you a summons, right? They'll show up and actually hand it to you. They won't call you on the phone and ask for your credit card number.
Yeah, I mean, the bottom line is, I joke a lot with other PIOs, and what we really want to say is, if you have an arrest warrant, we're not going to call begging for money. We're probably just going to show up and arrest you. But in all seriousness, no, I mean, if you have a warrant already, it's kind of late at that point. So there are some circumstances where you might be able to take care of it with a payment. But again, we're not going to call and beg you for money or try to coerce you into giving money. And really, Harry, the core of this is that, if someone's trying to get you to wire money electronically or, go to a cryptocurrency or a Bitcoin machine or take care of it through gift cards, I mean, that is an absolute red flag. In no case, here you see the latest graphic that we put up on social media. Those cryptocurrency ATMs have really, I think we've talked about this before.
Right.
I think anybody that's familiar with Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, they're going to handle those situations. And I'm sure that there are legitimate purposes for these ATMs. Unfortunately, what we've seen is it being taken advantage of. People are being called and they are just feeding hundreds of dollars, if thousands of dollars in some cases, into these cryptocurrency ATMs, and they're never seeing it again. Once you put it into that machine, it is pretty much gone. They empty out those machines frequently. We were able to recover, for evidence purposes, at least one victim's money. But again, that is staying in our possession at this time. And I have no doubt that we're going to be sued by the company to try to get their money back. Because everyone's a victim, so to speak, in this case, except for the scammer. So look, we are begging you to not go to these cryptocurrency machines if you get a phone call for any reason. Again, there is nothing that's changed. Any kind of legitimate business, from a bank, from a sheriff's office, you're going to be able to show up, and guess what? You can still pay in cash. You can use electronic means too at our office, or even over the phone if you want to call us directly. But don't trust someone that is calling you directly. And even if they have information, even if they have your personal information, that stuff's out there. I can promise you, if your information has ever been in any kind of database, it has been leaked online somewhere, and it's just a matter of sort of winning the dark lottery, if you will. It's just a matter of time before your information gets into the wrong hands. So ultimately, it's not going to stop scammers. They do have your personal information, and that's why they're contacting you, trying to coerce you to give them money.
Yeah, and this is worldwide, right? And you said, I think, lady you did a video on a couple of weeks ago, $30,000 that was potentially in one of those machines. Right. But these are part of a thing. It's worldwide now, right? Out of California, we had these school threats that went to all over the place. So, it's worldwide. It never sleeps. It's always out there. So it's something to be careful. We've got about 20 seconds to go.
Yeah, I mean, look, Harry, the bottom line is if somebody's asking you to pay via cryptocurrency machine, pay via prepaid debit card, like a green dot card, or wire you money through an electronic money order or something like that, look, it's a scam. Just hang up the phone. If you can always call the company back, look up the number yourself and call them back.
And block that number. All right, Captain Brennan Mathern, we sure appreciate the update, man. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Harry.
All right, we'll be right back with more Bayou Time right after this.
Today's social media segment is brought to you by Alford and Associates for all of your insurance needs. CIS, Cardiovascular Institute of the South, the highest quality cardiovascular care available. Barker Honda, the Barker family tradition of quality.